Lack of quality time in a relationship. Healthy relationships can undoubtedly accommodate the occasional communication breakdown, but continuous lack of quality time can undermine the foundation of the relationship, weakening ties and lowering the level of togetherness you share while you're with your spouse. 9 relationship red flags that suggest spending more time with your partner. 1. You purposefully avoid making plans for the future with your so. Do your arrangements to see your significant other always come together right away, say, within a week or so? Do you two try to avoid planning gatherings or activities out too long in advance? If so, that can be a sign that you don't regularly spend enough time together to feel comfortable establishing plans for the future. 2. You have no idea what your partner does on a daily basis. It goes without saying that people in partnerships don't need to be informed about every quarrel at work or accident on the vehicle that involves their spouse. However, if you are unaware of your SO's daily schedule and the difficulties that they are subject to on a regular basis, that is a trend that could lead to more serious problems for you both as a pair. 3. You are completely taken aback when your partner confides in you that they are stressed, agitated, or anxious. An issue that can arise when you are unaware of your partner's daily activities is when they confide in you about a stress or concern and you are completely unprepared for this information. If you and your partner are in regular contact, you'll have an insight of any conflicts before they need to express them to you. 4. When you don't call your spouse right away if you get important news, whether it's good or terrible. Sharing significant news with your mother or best friend first, rather than your partner, makes perfect sense in some situations. However, if you frequently find yourself going to someone else before your partner, it may be a sign that you don't feel as connected to them as you'd like to. 5. It's difficult to think of things to do with each other. It's healthy to have interests and pastimes that are entirely your own. Couples don't have to share all of their passions. However, if you find it difficult to come up with things to do with your spouse, and vice versa, that may be at least in part due to a lack of shared time and an abundance of information about how your partner loves to spend their free time. 6. There is a noticeable physical and mental difference between you. Did you see each other more regularly when your relationship first started than you do now? A longer-term relationship will inevitably see a decline in the number of planned dates, but less physical time spent together can lead to emotional isolation that eventually affects your relationship. 7. On the other hand, your partner can start to act more needy. Sometimes, a spouse will react by seeking to initiate proximity when they sense a lack of time involvement in their relationship. If your significant other begins to phone or visit you more frequently, it may be that they are trying to deal with what they perceive to be a growing distance. 8. Plans with your partner inevitably take second place to other commitments. Of course, your relationship can't always be your top priority. However, if you consistently choose other obligations and responsibilities over your relationship, your so might feel that your time and attention are being unevenly distributed, and with good reason. 9. You stop missing them when being apart. If you don't spend time with your spouse on a daily basis, you can notice that you get used to the dynamic and eventually stop missing them while they're gone. Making an enormous effort to carve out time in your schedule for your so can help bridge the gap between you two, even though this could be a sign of a larger issue in your relationship.